Okay guys, remember the last video, VL4 seedlings. We talked about having a continuous supply. Well, you don't need many seeds. Look what happens. It comes very quick. So what I'm going to do is take some of these little guys, drop them in one of these cups, and fill up your bin with some water to the lid so that the roots can reach the bottom of the net cups. Next step is basically to keep harvesting once it's outside, because it's going to explode and it's going to get too big. And you're going to enjoy those beautiful lettuce leaves. But please watch the rest of the video and enjoy. Thank you. Lettuce is growing great, but it's getting too big. Don't be afraid to prune. Pruning is actually really good. You'll provide more airflow. Plants hate to be confined. They need airflow. They need to get rid of those old leaves. Eat them up. That's what they're for. Don't be afraid. Let me show you how. Yeah, you just go ahead and find the lower leaf here from the whole plant, and you start there. You can break it off with your finger. That's going to make a nice wrap of some kind for a lettuce burrito type wrap without bread. Or you can throw it in your salad. I'm going to make a big salad today, I think. And you just keep going around the bottom. That way the plant can bounce back. I'm just going to do it this way with my fingers here. See, it's just not a big deal. There's so much. When you get 3 or 4 of these bins full of lettuce, you gotta prune frequently because lettuce grows so quick. I mean, the life cycle of a lettuce, I don't know, 6 weeks if you harvest it direct, but probably 4 weeks in hydroponics. It just grows faster. This is Kratky method. I don't have any kind of pumps or air in here. This is just pure Kratky. It doesn't need a whole lot of oxygen like the bigger plants. It's harder to grow in the hot weather, of course, and it really likes that cool weather because the water being nice and cold is the best friend of lettuce. But I mean, you know, I can take half this lettuce apart, or even more, maybe 2/3, and it'll still grow right back. So here we are. It looks like it got a big haircut, and it did, but it'll grow right back. I'm going to take off some of this other lettuce leaves here too, but again, I'm going to start from the outside. And like I said, you could use the pruning scissors, but I want a big salad for lunch today. So I'm going to just get a variety of different salads here. Here's another one that hasn't been touched for a while. Just take some of these outer leaves off. The outer leaves are the older ones. They seem to grow from the inside, right? So why not just help yourself? Look at this. I've already got more than I can possibly eat, probably. I'm going to make a double, triple batch of lettuce so I can eat it over the next couple days in the fridge, keep it in the fridge. But yeah, I'm just going to do this now. That's only one tank. I haven't hardly touched it. Let's go down here and show you an example. Here's some lettuce that just got going after not too long ago. It could probably be harvested here. So, but look at this. Here's a starter tank. But look at this one. Oh my gosh, this is totally overgrown. You just leave it for a few days and you'll get so much you don't know what to do with it all. I'm just going to have to thin it because I believe for good lettuce health, it needs a little more airflow, and it's way too crowded in this tank. And you can see, lifting this thing up, there's a lot of fertilizer and water still in there. It can go a lot longer as long as it's in the shade. This happens to be one of those under the tree here, so it gets morning sun, but the afternoon sun is somewhat blocked, and that keeps it cooler. And boy, they love the cool weather. So just a little video to show you that don't be afraid to get in there and hack away. Just hack away from the outside. They're going to thank you. They want airflow. They really do. And before you know it, you're going to have way too much lettuce going. And as it gets hotter, you're going to want to probably put a tomato in the back here, like remove this plant and put a tomato back there, because as it gets hotter, lettuce seems to struggle a little bit more, and the tomatoes just love it. So they'll go crazy all through late June, July, August, even early September. So if you have 15 of these lettuce tanks, you're not going to be able to eat it all. I'm just telling you, you're going to want some fruiting plants too. Okay, here's the post-mortem. Just kidding. It's not really the death of these lettuce. I'm trying to take as much off as I can reasonably because, again, I want to promote airflow and new growth. Use those old leaves. Wow. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to eat all that today. These are in the sun right now. The thing about lettuce, it's pretty tough, but it'll really droop in the sun, direct sun like this. The tomato loves it, but the lettuce droops. However, once the shade hits it again, bam, they start to bounce back. So they may look horrible, but once the shade gets them, a lot of times they just bounce right back and look great. Now tomatoes kind of like the sun, but even they are somewhat sun sensitive. This one seems to have done well. Yesterday we were 93. Here it is only early June, and you can see what happened. This, I think this is a butternut squash. Look in there, you can see you've already got some fruit going. I'm gonna tell you, just like the lettuce, you want to prune. You want to give it airflow. I'm gonna knock this big boy off. Oh, see, there's no sense for a dead leaf. I mean, it's not totally dead, but look at that green growth underneath. We want the green growth to get light. If you got these big dead leaves all over the place, or older leaves I should say, like this one here, there's 3 of them gone. You can see the color's kind of lost its dark green. This one here is kind of a bottom leaf. I'm going to take it out. Start from the bottom just like you do the lettuce. Kind of knock off those bottom leaves. And you'll actually promote speedier growth, I believe, of the top. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I could probably take one more leaf off, but get rid of those old dead leaves. Again, airflow is key. If you don't prune, it may look good for a while, but it's going to actually harm your plants more in the long run. Just keep pruning, 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 pruning. Boom, 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 boom. Don't let them get away with that excessive growth. You're not being too hard on them. They need that. They need that airflow. So keep pruning every few days. Try to take advantage of it and knock off some of those leaves and bring them inside and eat them. I'm about to rinse my lettuce here, but one advantage is when you do it hydroponically, you almost have no dirt. It's crazy. I mean, you get maybe a little dust from the air, maybe some pollen, but gee, look how clean that stuff is. I just really am amazed. There's hardly any dirt. There's no garden dirt, of course, because it was grown in a bin, so there's no soil, no dirt that way. Just reams and reams of this clean salad come out. Sometimes I just rinse them in a big bucket. I know it sounds crazy, a big 5-gallon bucket when I pick this much. Sometimes I rinse them outside in a 5-gallon bucket, and then I do a final rinse inside, with more clean water from the sink. And the other thing about this lettuce is, notice there's absolutely no bugs. No bugs. We just don't get bugs on our hydroponic lettuce. I don't know why. I guess it has some kind of chemical that, discourages bugs to eat it. And when I cut this up, it's so much better than the 5-pack Sam's romaine I get that has almost no color to it. This stuff is just rich with dark color nutrients. I gotta praise it. It's just a great thing. I feel like I'm eating vitamins here. Fresh, right out of the garden. Might as well collect that water. Use it on your regular plants that are in the dirt. A drop of this in the bucket just to clean it out before you do the process outside. And again, feed it to your plants, all that water. and you're good. Okay guys, here we are. Salad made. I'm getting hungry. This is all that lettuce is from our garden. Also have some spring onions there and some chives from our garden. Splash of soy sauce along with some apple cider vinegar and olive oil. Some feta cheese. I think that's a very healthy meal. I'm looking forward to just getting an infusion of vitamins with that. Hope you enjoy as well and can do the same. Good luck. Talk to you soon.